AZCactusTac. Today on Will It Fire, we've got the Meridian Defense Famine pistol. Beautiful looking AK. No rounds have been put through it. I just got this thing a couple of weeks ago. I want to put the first rounds through it, and I wanted to bring you along with me. Okay, first rounds. It has not been zeroed. We got to do that. And I'm wearing some, not my heavy duty Ear Pro. This thing's going to be pretty fucking loud, I think. I think it's a 10.5-inch barrel, so let's just get a couple of rounds, see if I can tolerate it or if I'm going to have to switch. So, all right, let's see. We got a round chambered. Let's go to town. Yeah, she fires, man. Pretty damn good too. All right, let's get into this rifle a little bit more. Okay, I'll definitely give you guys a good rundown on the specs. I didn't bring all the specs with me, but I'll just give you a quick rundown. It does have, I don't know if it's a flash hider. Definitely not a muzzle brake. Sort of a flash hider, reminiscent of a crank style. But there's, they call this something particular. I'll flash it up here on the screen. Have an Ultimac rail. We've got some beautiful wood here, really nice wood. I'm sure it's American wood. This is a American-made AK, so it's not made out of a parts kit. From what I've read, Meridian Defense, I think, makes the receiver. They may sub out to it, I don't know, but my impression was they make the receiver. I think they may make the bolt, but maybe not. But anyway, from what I understand, it's pretty much an American-made unit. I know they might even make the trunnion. I think the barrels are made in the US again. I don't know if they sub out or if they do it in a house. I'll see if I can find out and give you guys a proper spec. Someone that I know that knows a lot about AKs felt that maybe the sight block could be coming from some parts left over from USA on their AK-104. I don't know. I'm not that familiar with it. I have a scope rail that I mounted here, and on this I have a used Aimpoint Pro. I just wanted something that looked a little bit retro, and it's definitely been used, seen some better days. They did give you, because this is shipped as a brace, there's a 1913 pick rail. This is their own trigger. They now sell like triggers, and I have to say the trigger's pretty good. And so I don't think you're going to be missing. I don't think you have to run out and get an ALG by any means. They ship it with their own grip. I run the Meridian Defense grip on my K9 pistol, little 9mm, and it is awesome. I think it's the best grip that's out on the market. I think they teamed up with Hogue to make it. I'm not sure, but that grip's fantastic. However, for these types of items, I always like to go have something retro on the rifle. So this is a East German pistol grip that I got. I added that just to give it a little bit of character. Again, this is just a plastic brace. The one that came shipped with it, I could not lift up on it to fold it. It is a folding brace. Even took it to a guy who's building some AK projects for me. He's a lot younger than I am, a lot stronger. He had a terrible time trying to get that thing up and going. So they sent me a new one, and it works much, much better. This is some Davronov drip. Davronov sort of makes a lot of firearm leather accessories. He focuses a lot on, I would say, comm block items. It just has some pretty cool shit. I just thought this was sort of cool. Has a little pin up with a little AK. And yeah, I think that's all that I can really share with you on that. And about, I think it's a 10.5-inch barrel, cold hammer forged, chrome lined, all of the standard stuff. And again, I'll go ahead and run some B-roll. And for all you spec heads, I'll definitely get some specs up so you guys can take a look. What I want to do now is sort of zero this thing. I'm not going to take you through the whole zeroing process, but since I'm out here running out of daylight, I just got to get this optic zeroed. And so we're going to do that. I'll take you along and show you a little bit of that. going to see where we can get this thing on paper. I'm going to test one of my Russian waffle mags. I just added this to the collection. It's a really awesome looking mag. I'm going to have to get this seat back. Okay. All right, let's give her a charge. All right, so we are low and we are to the left. So we gotta go right and higher. Yeah, this is the mag that comes with it. So it has this apocalyptic finish is what they call it. I don't know if it's a Cerakote or what they do, but I mean, it looks really, really nice. And then this is the mag that comes with it. It's a Korean mag. I mean, it's functional and it definitely looks nice, but you run whatever you want with it, man. But it's a really nice finish. That's a little low on that one. All right, let's go check that one out. All right, so that last group was right in through here. Pretty sure like right in through here. So I think that is close enough for government work. That's where we'll call it. Again, we're at 36 yards. That's where I like to zero these things. And again, I've never shot something this short, particularly an AK. But anyway, we'll start there and see how we like to zero. We'll take it out to a longer distance and over the next couple of weeks and see how it does. Maybe shoot it in a competition. Okay, so one of the pet peeves I have is there's that hook for the sling, and then coming back, there's no sling, you know, hook or slot or whatever here, which you find in, you know, some of the crinks and stuff like that, that they have them there. And so I think that's a miss. On this stock, I don't see any QD points, and I don't know that you'd want to put one in on a plastic one. So that's somewhat of a miss. I guess the assumption that they had is that most everyone's going to SBR these and, you know, put like a proper stock on it. Yeah, I don't want to take it apart because I just zeroed the thing. I know they claim this is an RS, regulate optic mount, that you can take it off and it'll still hold zero. I don't want to put that to the test right now. It's too late in the day. But when I took this apart to, you know, just inspect it and oil it up a little bit for the first coming out party, I had a really hard time getting the bolt like back in, like really hard. And when I've had it apart before, it's always a pain in the ass. It takes me forever. And like, it's not like my first AK either. So I'm just like, man, what the fuck? So, you know, I was at my builder. We're discussing some other projects and he's doing some stuff for me. Super great guy. And I said, hey man, you know, I had him look at this thing too, because we're talking about, do we want to put a sling here or not? But I said, hey, you know, maybe I'm doing something with the bolt you want to show me. And well, he was having a tough time too, and he's put a lot more of these things in. There's just a slight crimp right there. That's when you're trying to put your bolt in, the bolt's hanging up on this side. Just ever so slightly, there's just a slight crimp there, a slight crimp inward. So that would be the only thing. It's not a big deal for me. I mean, now that I know what the problem is, I can get the bolt in pretty quickly. You just have to sort of tap it down a little bit harder. But those have been the only things that I've really noticed so far. Again, we're almost at 100 rounds, not quite, but that's sort of the two things: the lack of a sling hook here, and this little slight crimping inward right there. Other than that, everything is super good. I have 2 other Meridian Defense rifles, so you know, I know them pretty well. They all do really great work. So those would be it. I'll just give you some more detail here. I really like the wood on this thing. I like the apocalyptic finish. Looks super good. Okay, we got an Arsenal mag. Test it, see if that works out. Oh man, getting weak. Okay. Yeah, so AKs get hot. This one gets hot even faster and hotter than the normal AK. That's what I will say here. I'm just trying to, that must be the last one. Boy, it goes fast when you're having some fun. Hey, safe and clear rifle. Yeah, so this thing gets super hot, man. Okay, Meridian Defense, will it fire? Yes, it will. Initial impressions. Love the form factor, love the tightness, love the feel of quality, love the weight. It is heavy, especially with the Optic and the Optic rail, but nice and compact. 7.62 by 39. It's a cool little pistol. I think you guys will love it. Nits, I don't like the sling setup. I got a little bit of a crimp right here. It makes it just a little more challenging. You put the bolt back in and it gets super hot, super fast. Those would be the biggest negatives. The other positive is it just looks gorgeous, man. It looks beautiful. Great rifle for the collection, super stoked. Let me know what optic you guys would have done with it. And let me know what your thoughts are. It's not a cheap rifle by any stretch of the imagination, but the quality is definitely there. So with that, guys, I want to be signing out because my camera keeps overheating. Okay, so with that, that's a Meridian Defense. Running out of daylight. Equipment's overheating still. With that, take care, everybody. Love you. And hope you guys are doing awesome. And if you could like and subscribe, I sure would appreciate it. And we'll see you guys on next time on AZCactusTac.